I'm Warren Davis, and you're watching the Evercade Effect.
Evercade Effect.
Hey everybody, this is Ed from the Evercade Effect. Hope you're all doing fantastic, and today I'm doing my follow-up video to the C64 collection number 3. Sorry, had a brain fart there. And for those of you who are new to this channel, here's how it works. Is I previously went ahead and I did my first initial impressions where I went ahead and unboxed the collection. I dived right into it, didn't read any manuals or anything. And if you haven't seen that video, whoop-boo, I'm going to put a card right up there that goes through all of the games, all the gameplay, and everything else. This video now is after I've had that collection for at least 2 weeks, gotten to play it, and kind of see my opinions change, and a more deep down analysis of the games. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to dive into that, and I'm going to talk about it now, and then by the end of this video, if you're interested in getting this collection, and you haven't yet, I think this will give you a great decision on if this is something that you should pick up or not. Alright, so let's dive into it. So I've got the VS here, and I'm going to go through and talk about, you know, all these games. And some of you who watch me on live stream will definitely know the time that I put in and will recognize some of these. So alright, so let's start with Anarchy. So this game, actually, I didn't really think I would like it. I only played this on live stream, yeah, 4 different times, 21 minutes. But it's pretty neat though. It takes a little bit to figure out. And basically what you have to do is go in and shoot these certain type of blocks. And then once you shoot all the type of blocks, the exit appears and you go to the next level. The only problem, or the only thing I don't like about this game, is when that exit appears, it just shifts the whole thing and it changes colors and it flashes, and it makes me feel like really dizzy and give me a headache. So that's I could beat like 1 or 2 levels. I think I got like to 4th level or so, and then I'd have to stop because it would just really mess with my mind. Good game, but that's the only thing that I don't like. You know, in the beginning it was frustrating, but playing this on a live stream, the chat did help me out, and I really got through that. All right, Boulder Dash. So this game is excellent. Even though I've only played it on 3 times, played some of this on stream and whatnot, I think I got to I don't know, 5th or 6th level. I can't even remember. But I got to the part where the game started to get really difficult. But I love it. You can see I've loaded a ton of save states, and even though I haven't played it, you know, a whole lot from what I have played, I love it. So this is one of those games that makes the cart worth it. Keep that in mind. Boulder Dash, excellent, top tier game. All right, moving on to Break Dance. So Break Dance, I really liked this game when I played it. My initial impressions, but I don't know. I guess I kind of felt like I went there, did that. I mean, I guess it's kind of neat. You get in the game and you have to mimic the moves, but it's very limited for its time because it's an 8-bit game. It's not like playing like Space Channel 5 on the Sega Dreamcast, where there's a lot of variety, a lot of charming characters. It's very limited. So yeah, I guess this game was just okay for me. I really didn't feel like going back and playing it after it kind of speaks for itself. Oh my God, Cybernoid Warrior. This game, okay. This game, I really wanted to like it a lot, but it's a one life, you're dead, and you have a life bar, but it's weird, right? Because you start off, and it would appear you go from left to right on the screen. However, you can fall down, and you can keep going down, so you can keep jumping across, but you don't die on these pits unless you fall on these strange blocks. Like up there, you can kind of see that red. That red block up above where it says 4th dimension above the cart. If you kind of touch those things, you take damage, and it's very unclear what you do. And that's why I don't have any save states on this, because it's just like, I don't know where I would save state to start back, because it's just really weird. I only played this a little bit on stream other than my initial impressions 4 other times. You can see these games are really quick. So yeah, this one I think is maybe just for diehard fans. It's not that great of a game. I think you need more direction, or you need lives, because yeah, once you lose your life bar, you're dead. That's it, and you start over. So even when you do take a save state, you're at half life, then you need to find more life. Otherwise, you could be stuck at that spot. So that's why I didn't really do that. And yeah. Okay, Cybernoid 2. So, if you like Cybernoid 1, chances are you'll like this. You can see I didn't play this game too much because really it's more the same, right? I don't like these shooters where you go through a maze and you can just die if you hit the side of the levels. It doesn't really feel like a shoot 'em up as much in the traditional sense that I really, that I like. I kind of like your bullet hell shooters, and this just didn't do it for me. However, if you like Cybernoid 2, you're going to love this, right? You're definitely going to love this. Alrighty. Let's go back. Oh no. Delin Storm II. So, this is more of the same. You can see, I played it once. I have not played this game since my initial impressions because I didn't like the first one. This one isn't that much better. For me, this game gets a big F. It's just, yeah. Unless you're like a big fan of the first one, you're not going to like this. As you can see, I didn't spend my time. But you'll see, just stick with me, you'll see where I have spent my time with this collection. Alright, let's take a look at Exolon, if I'm saying that right. Okay, so this game, initially, if you saw my first impressions video, I couldn't get past the first part. Well, it's not clear if you look at the controls, and I'll tell you why. I don't think it talks about pressing down or having to hold down and using a rocket. No, it doesn't really tell you how to do that. Let's see if we go to the controls, jump, shoot, teleport. Yeah, I'm looking here on my right screen. So, okay. Let me move myself just so you can see. There's two of me. So, see how it says throw grenade hold? No, you have to hold the down button and then hold it. So they're missing that crucial information because I could not figure out how to throw the grenade. It was very frustrating until in chat, I forget who it was, and I do apologize. It might have been you, Gen Joke. I can't remember. It was either you or Jason Shears or somebody who said you have to hold down and then the game was actually a lot of fun. Although oh my god, it's tough as nails, right? Like for me, this game would be unplayable without save states because you just have 3 lives. That's it. You can get extra lives, but you have limited grenades. You have your blaster. Is limited. You can get an upgrade. This game is a lot of fun, but like for me, I got to that point where I was just frustrated. So yeah, I mainly played this on stream a few times, and yeah, I did enjoy it. But yeah, definitely a very different odd game. Heavy Metal Paranoid. That's cool if you're a big fan of this game. This game was just too weird for me to figure out. Just one of those kind of weird computer games that I just didn't have a desire to go back to, if I'm being honest. So this game was just, this game was just mid. Yeah, it wasn't, I did have fun initially playing it, but if I haven't gone back to it, alright. This is the gem, this is the reason to get this cart. So you can see I've had a lot of play counts, I've had a lot of load times, I played this both on and off stream. I love Jumpman Jr. I like this better than the first one. It feels like it's more polished with its controls. You just have to play in speed 3, so the game isn't too fast, and so it's not too slow. But I love this game. This makes it worth it alone for this cart. If you love like your Donkey Kong, Popeye, Donut Dodo type games, you're gonna love this. You just have to understand the rules of each of the levels and how the physics work, and once you do, it's great. So this is where I spent a lot of my time playing, playing Jumpman Jr. nearly 2.5 hours. Look at all those, 15 different sessions. Look at all those load counts. Yeah, a great game. Neither World, yeah, just more of the same. Again, it's one of those other just weird. It's not a horrible game, but just one of those weird PC or Commodore 64 just shoot 'em ups that I just couldn't get into. Again, if you like this game, that's awesome. But I don't know. It's just with this game, you can see for me there's just a lot of filler. I just wasn't into it. This is like the third of the same collection we've had. More of the same. This game I do not like super realistic games. I'm not a huge soccer fan. No desire to go back and play this game. If you like it, that's fine. We have better soccer games on the Evercade. I can't remember the name of that one. That was a PlayStation. Yeah, it was a PlayStation 1 version. But yeah, no desire to play that. Yeah, summer games too. I cannot get into these games. It's more, for me, it's more the same bad games. Again, for those of you who like summer games, that's awesome, but I don't like the controls. The events aren't fun. It's not track and field for Nintendo. You can see I've had no desire to go back and play it because it's just, for me, it's not. It's really not that good. And the Super Cycle, yeah, I tried this again on stream, and I was hoping this would be a pole position. I did figure out that you can press one of the buttons to shift up, but this is the most boring racer I've ever played, seriously, in my life. It's the most boring racer. The scenery doesn't change. When you do shift up, you go way too fast. Yeah. It's not for me. It's not for me at all. So yeah, again, I usually say this in the beginning, kind of my disclaimer, that listen, I don't gatekeep at all. If this is the collection that you like, if you like all these games and this is fun for you, I would never take away someone else's enjoyment. These opinions are just my own. Should have said that in the beginning, but oh well. So yeah, it's kind of like, did we really need another computer collection? No. I have had some fun with these computer collections. Again, Jumpman Jr. was awesome, but quite frankly, at this point, I'm getting tired of these computer collections. I mean, look at all them behind. Look at all them behind me here. If I can point. Look at all the blue. We've got 6 of them. Yeah, I can count. We've got 6 of those collections, and they're starting to catch up, and they're probably, I don't want them to outnumber the purple arcade collections. I know a lot of you in the community kind of feel the same way, that when you see these computer collections, it's just like, man, these collections are just mid. They really are. They're mid, I tell you. They really are. They're just really not that good, unless you have the nostalgia for them, or you grew up playing them. I don't like the fact that it takes a slot. For me, it's one of those cards with a lot of filler games on it. I'm sorry. I'm just hoping we see better this year. Let me know in the comments below. Am I off? Am I not off? Do you feel the same way? Were some of these your favorite games? Did you really enjoy this collection? Again, this is just my opinion. And if you made it this far in the video, congratulations. I didn't say this in the beginning because I wanted to see if you would stick with me to the end. And if you do, just mention Super, Super, Super Jump Rifle Man. That's Super, Super, Super Jump Rifle Man to let me know your appreciation that you stuck with me and you watched the entire video. And all that. And if you happen to stumble through this channel and all that, please consider subscribing if you like this type of content. I cover Evercade. I've been doing a lot of live streams, and actually, I've been playing some indie games that I'd like to see on Evercade, and kind of like been playing some indie adjacent to games. So if you like all those things, please consider subscribing. And if you have been subscribed for a while, and if you would like to get more out of this channel, please consider memberships. I recently just dropped my Game Boy and Game Boy Advance collection, and I went through and I talked about what each game meant to me, and kind of the story behind why I picked it up and why I collected to it for a time. Before that, I did go ahead and I talked about the collectibles and everything behind me. But then again, that's just a more thing. By no means is anybody obligated to do anything. Just watching this video, hitting that like button. I really appreciate everyone's support. You're all awesome. I am now going to thank my channel members. Thank you so much, everyone, and bye-bye. Thank you, Crashline, Mr. Shua, and the Immortal Sojourn!